Let's go back to 17. Wallin with an opportunity here from the fairway.
Yeah, 100 yards here less for Wallin. James Koivun has missed the green, long left. Koivun is 2 up in this match.
I got a good golf shot right there from Adam, right when he needed it.
So this is where Jackson Koivun's second shot ended up. So needs to get up and down here.
Got a little bit of work to do. Will not get it inside of Adam Wallin, putting for birdie.
That was a little.
Over at 17, Koivun for par. Wallin still has a look at birdie.
Yeah, that was below all the way. He
won't need that putt.
No, will concede. Freshman a little hot with himself, missing the green to the left over there. Adam Wallin, he just keeps scrapping away.
Ohio State hanging on, each team with a point on the board. But the Buckeyes need to flip a match against Auburn, the #1 team in the country. Florida State's already advanced to tomorrow's finals. Adam Wallin, less than driver on the tee at 18. He rallied down the stretch this morning in the quarters.
You know, 1 down in the match right now, Bob, and this is headed just down the right-hand side.
Yeah, it looked like he popped it up. That's going to be a layup for sure.
How far is that water?
Koivun 1 up, his tee shot at 18.
Going back in the player's face. It's cooled down quite a bit. This is up the left-hand side for Jackson.
That's with driver, missing it up the left.
Now over at 18, Adam Wallin playing his second shot at the par 5.
John, this is a risky shot here. The ball's sitting down. He's got 3 wood. He's going to try to go ahead and hit it over that penalty area.
Yeah, he had iron out. He's taking a go at this.
Pretty solid contact.
I'll tell you what, that's a pretty big hit with a kind of a popped up 3-wood and another 3-wood just short of the green, and now that's in pretty good position. That's a fairly easy pitch shot.
He probably had to feel like he needed to do something being 1 down in the match right now.
Now Koivun, his second, and hand comes off the club.
Looked like he
This is
back foot
way
slipped.
left.
Again, Koivun is 1 up.
It got across the ditch.
Jackson Koivun's third shot here at 18. Billy Ray, what's he have in here?
He's got 66 yards in a terrible angle. Once the ball lands on the green runs away from the player.
Well, when that went into the bunker.
Bob, the ball
didn't
not
go in the bunker.
Go in the bunker. Oh my goodness, it is nestled down just in that tall Bermuda grass short of the bunker.
So Adam Wallin now playing his third shot into 18. 1 down, has to flip this match.
Very simple little pitch here.
And he made it look pretty simple. He will have to make that, but well executed.
Remember, it was Wallin who came back in the quarterfinals and delivered the deciding point for Ohio State as they were able to take down Vanderbilt, winning in 19 holes.
And John, you said he might have to make it, depending what Koivun does from a really tough stance.
That's true.
With his fourth, he might not have to, but you're right. The mentality, the mindset of I've got a 5-footer to extend.
Yeah, you still have to stay in that moment there, Steve. And Billy Ray, there's nothing good about this one, is there?
Nothing at all, too, because his awkward stance, ball's well played in the back of his stance, and what's going to happen is just use that leading edge and try to bump it out.
Try to use the flag stick, and it's about as good as you can do. Hit it about 7 feet.
So he's going to have that for par. Now Koivun for his par.
Billy Ray, he likes to get in there pretty quick, doesn't he?
He pulls the trigger quickly.
And he missed it. And the birdie has been conceded. And they're going to go to the 16th. So Wallin was down 2 through 16. Heading to 16 this morning, or through 16. And then against Gordon Sargent, he came back and delivered the deciding point with a win on the 19th hole. Down 2 through 16 again against Jackson Koivun, and he's forced extra holes.
At 17, Butler to close things out and get a second point for Auburn.
Yeah, a little left to right, or have to keep the speed up.
Heck of a 4 way to get the job done. J.M. Butler. 2 for the Buckeyes, 2 for the Tigers. Koivun, Wallin heading to 16 to determine who's going to square off with Florida State tomorrow.
Think about what Ohio State, ranked 32nd in the country coming into this week. They took down number 2 Vanderbilt, the number 2 ranked team in the country, and the number 2 seed in the match play. And now can they take down Auburn, the 6th seed, but the number 1 team in the country, and they're asking the guy that did it this morning, Adam Wallin, to do it again.
Same scenario as this morning. For Jackson Koivun here, Billy Ray, he's a freshman, he's young, he's running hot right now. He's got to take a couple deep breaths, settle down. What's the task at hand?
John, I was just thinking that, Wallin is a senior now. He's Koivun, the freshman. Definitely Wallin has the advantage, but also the experience. And what Wallin did this morning, beating Gordon Sargent.
Yeah, he hit his tee shot in the bunker here this morning, but the pin now is on the right-hand side. It's imperative he puts some pressure on the young freshman. Hit a quality golf shot here. Just get it on the green. Do not leave him an opening.
He's got to be pretty confident. In this match, they both made par when they came through 16 the first time.
Gap wedge.
He's got to get on this. He has got to hit this right on the button.
This looks good, John.
It's just left of the flag. Holds right there. It's exactly what he needed to do.
I can tell you he gave it just a bit extra right there at contact. He was making sure that ball was getting over the penalty area.
Yeah, that was a long gap wedge.
Now the Haskins Award winner, SEC Player of the Year, SEC Freshman of the Year, first team All-SEC as a freshman, Jackson Koivun. He's lost the last 2 holes, needs to respond here on the 19th hole.
The coach has done a great job. They're slowing him down just a bit. It's something you were talking about, John. I think that was a good move by coach. Gap wedge as well.
Right side of the tee. Right at it, right behind the hole. It's a fairly easy putt down the slope. 2 quality shots.
Going to extra holes to decide who will advance to the championship match tomorrow against Florida State. Will it be Ohio State or Auburn? Birdie putt's coming up at 16. Back at the semifinals of the match play for the men's Division I Golf Championships. Extra holes for Adam Wallin of Ohio State and Jackson Koivun of Auburn. Wallin is away. He'll putt for birdie first.
John, you can just feel the pressure out here. All the teams are around this green here at 16. There's a lot of weight on these young men's shoulders right now trying to advance their team into the finals against Florida State.
Auburn has made it to the semis once before. That was in 2018. Lost to Oklahoma State in the semifinals. Only the second time Ohio State has been in match play. The other time was in 2011. Wallin has been clutch down the stretch both this morning and this afternoon. His putt for birdie here at 16, the first extra hole, hole 19.
Yeah, it goes down the hill, not as fast as you think it is. He had a similar putt a little bit earlier. It's got to go a little bit. Pretty good pace, coming back, trying to, but not enough. Good try.
So now Jackson Koivun, the freshman from Auburn, birdied 16 in round 1 of stroke play, has a putt for birdie to advance the number 6 seed and the number 1 team in the country to tomorrow's championship match.
John, I don't think you can leave it in a better position than Jackson has it right here. It's probably one of the best shots we've seen here at 16, able to stop it right here.
Yeah, one of the best putters in college golf. Freshman with a fairly simple putt.
Turns left. So they will go to a 20th hole, each making par at 16. Burko thought his day was done.
That he did.
Koivun, 15-footer for birdie. Chances are promising, but it adds to the conversation, John. If you're Adam Wallin, you can say, I did this 8 hours ago against Gordon Sargent. Not even 8 hours ago, where your Jackson Koivun is talented, a freshman, thinking, how am I still on this golf course playing this match?
Yeah, you have an excitable freshman, uber talented freshman, and a senior who's been through this before. He has won a couple of college events. Looks pretty cool, calm, collected.
John, my question for you as a U.S. amateur champion, well skilled in match play. Wallin has the tee. Imperative to hit the fairway.
Imperative to hit the fairway. This is one of the most important tee shots maybe he's ever hit in his career, is this tee shot right here. You have to put your opponent on the edge, and you do that by putting the golf ball in play, keeping the pressure on.
And Wallin said that after taking down Gordon Sargent. I play a lot of match play back home in Europe. Jackson Koivun made a run at the U.S. Amateur, so both those players can say, I've been here before, as Wallin's going to have the tee.
One thing you have to avoid at this tee is those bunkers down the right-hand side, and very reachable with this helping breeze here. 319 to those bunkers on the right-hand side. Plenty of room out to the left to put the ball in the fairway.
They both hit good tee shots here earlier today, Billy Ray, so got to draw on that experience. Looking at it pretty anxiously.
I believe that ball caught that first bunker. I saw the initial bounce. It looked like the ball caught the left edge of that first bunker on the left. Starting to get a little dark here.
Now, if you're Koivun, that left side of the fairway is your friend.
Absolutely. Yeah, that right bunker, we've seen that. Players in there before cannot reach the green. See what the freshman can do. Got it going up that left into that left rough. Depends on the lie.
John, that ball did nestle down a bit in that left-hand rough there for Koivun.
One match remaining between the Buckeyes and Tigers. Second extra hole. Koivun and Wallin. A national championship berth is on the line. Semi-final matches between Ohio State and Auburn. Extra holes. The second extra hole for Jackson Koivun and Adam Wallin, and some tee shots. Give us the updates where they ended up, Billy Ray, at 17.
Okay, Adam Wallin is in the bunker on the right-hand side. He's going to be back there at 172 yards, but his ball's up underneath the lip. That's going to be the difficult part of it. Now, first to play is going to be James Koivun. He is in that left-hand rough. and not a great angle of the ball sitting down, so he has to be concerned about a jumper here. I think the advantage, though, right now has to be Jackson Koivun right now because he is not in that bunker. I think he can get it somewhere on that right-hand side of the green.
We referenced his run at the U.S. Amateur last year in the round of 16. He won in 19 holes. The quarterfinals, lost in 19 holes to the ultimate champion, Nick Dunlap. So he's no stranger to having a little bonus golf to decide things.
Yeah, it looked like Adam Wallin did not draw a very good lie in that bunker either, so that presents another obstacle. But Jackson right now, if I was him, I might have gone over and checked out the situation with Adam, see if he could advance it. Might influence how aggressively I play this shot.
And John, to your point, he did not go over there. Jackson Koivun did not go check the tee shot there of Alan Wallin.
It's a very smooth one. Right of the hole, though. Yeah. Okay. It's just a smooth one, right of the hole.
About an hour ago, Koivun made bogey here. Wallin made birdie.
Choosing 9-iron, this ball could actually go anywhere. This is a hot lie.
Went at it pretty hard.
This ball came out really hot.
Rocket ball here. Flew over the green.
Remember before, 45 minutes ago, an hour ago, he airmailed the green with his second.
He went at
Here
that
at 17.
so hard, Billy Ray. You got to be able to control your spin and distance out of that type of a lie.
Well,
What impact might that have with Wallin? Sorry, Billy Ray.
You heard it. Just talking about Koivun's shot. They said just a little 9-iron. He went at it really hard. Now, this certainly could affect how aggressive now that Wallin tries to play this shot. But he's got to get up quickly.
Yeah, he's got to have enough loft to get it over that lip. Number one, he has to assume that Jackson is in trouble flying the ball over the green.
And this came out wide right here and short of the green.
That's okay. Got a good angle, lots of green to play with.
We saw J.M. Butler in that similar spot a short time ago and got it to about 6-7 feet.
Let's check this out. Ball sitting up. Billy Ray called this a flyer lie. And this is where a lot of these young kids, they're going to have to learn how to hit the anti-flyer swing. A little softer armed. You don't have to go at it that hard. You just cannot control that ball when that's in the air and it is just a rocket ball.
And adrenaline in the moment also comes into play when you're hitting that shot.
No question about it.
John, it's been a long day here at Omni La Costa Resort and Spa with the quarterfinals this morning and now the semifinals on its 20th hole. Do you give either guy an advantage? Koivun's had a miraculous freshman year, but Wallin has been so tested in what he's had to do to deliver the deciding point, not only this morning, but trying to do it again in the afternoon.
Well, we really haven't seen where Jackson's ball ended up. It flew over the green. It didn't touch any part of the green. So that ball, unless it got rebounded back somewhere, that ball could be in real trouble. So I would give a little bit, maybe a little bit of an advantage to Adam Wallin. Well, he got a lucky break, and it hit the tower and came down, and he's okay. He's going to get relief from that, and he's not going to be any type of rough. So saved by the tower.
John, if you're talking about advantage now after watching the ball, Koivun's ball came to rest. I got to think Koivun now has the advantage because it's a pretty simple little pitch.
Yeah, I didn't know where that ball ended up until we just saw it. And I thought if it didn't hit anything, it could be in real trouble. But it got a lucky break. Now Adam knows exactly what he needs to do. He needs to hit a quality pitch shot, put a little bit of pressure on the freshman. You see what's behind that. If it didn't hit the tower, there is nothing behind that but bogey and double bogey.
Right here, and you'll drop in the second foot. Okay. So he goes like. He can go back in here as long. He can't.
60 min driver.
No, yes.
Same club? Twice?
We're gonna have to use the driver both times to measure. So Jackson starting right at this edge right here where the tee is. Back there. Perfect. One tee there and then one more club length. And then one more club length and you're dropping that second club. You cannot. It's part of the interference. So Jackson, you could drop all the way around this way. Not all the way over.
Putting the freeze on Adam right here too. Adam plays at a pretty good pace. He wants to go.
He does. That ruling's taking place right behind the hole, so he's having to wait for this drop to be taken before he plays.
Down in that first spot for us, please.
If I was Adam, I might put the club back in the bag and make sure you go through your routine again.
Well, they gave the thumbs up to Wallin before Jackson completed the drop, so this now the third.
Let's see what type of shot he wants to hit in here, Billy Ray.
Tries to flat it down.
Yeah, low check and release. It needs to go a little bit. That's pretty well done.
So the ball now in play for Jackson Koivun. He'll get ready for his third, and in the unlikely event it goes, he wins the match. Auburn's playing for a national title tomorrow.
Yeah, these are these tight 419 Bermuda grass lies around these greens, Billy Ray, and it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of grain right there. He's got putter out.
Yeah, there is a little bit of grain. I think that's why he's choosing putter right here. You play a wedge, a little sandwich here, and you get that leading edge coming in just a bit steep, and ball doesn't move much forward. I think this is the percentage play here for Koivun.
I would agree with that, Billy Ray. I think it is the higher percentage. Like, just has to get it on the green, and there's a little downslope right there, so it would get closer. It's just judging this first 15 feet of fairway cut.
I will predict, though, this ball will bounce a little bit coming through this against the grain.
It sure did. He judged it pretty well.
Percentage play, John, just to try to get it in that 2-3 foot circle.
At this point in time, absolutely. You could have maybe chose a hybrid if you had practiced that, but that was the higher percentage.
So 2 par putts for Jackson Koivun and Adam Wallin, and all day long we keep hammering the point home. Wallin has been up to the challenge, taking down Gordon Sargent this morning, trying to do the same this afternoon into the early evening to the nation's top collegiate player to send Ohio State to a national championship match. But first and foremost, he's got work to do.
John, this is a different read here because we're getting late in the evening here, and that marine layer's here, and there's just a bit of moisture on the green right now. It wants to try to go back just a little bit to the left, and if you don't have the speed up, it could go all the way across the hole from here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's a great call, Billy Ray. It's going away from the ocean, too, so this is one of the slower putts with that moisture. Maybe just on that right edge.
Solid.
Didn't waste any time. Stuck to his routine, Billy Ray. Poured it right in the middle. Now this little 2-footer got a little bit longer.
Impressive to watch. Now Koivun to extend. They'll keep playing.
4, Ohio State 4, the match is tied.
Headed to that par 5 that both have the firepower to reach this green in 2. It's just a matter of what type of tee shot they're going to hit.
21st hole of this match heads to the par 5 18th. Take a look at the par 5 18th, and you got to be committed with that tee shot, John. And then what we've seen, unless you hit an errant tee shot, these players have been able to get somewhere near the green in 2 today.
Yeah, some are even going 3 wood and getting it close to this green. So a tee shot ultra important right here. Choose the club you want to hit, commit to it.
Matches to reach 21 holes. Solomon Razda defeated Taylor Funk at Eugene Country Club in 2016. Taylor Gooch of Oklahoma State defeated Maverick McNeely at Prairie Dunes in 2014. And Ricky Castillo of Florida defeated Brett Roberts at Greyhawk in the semis last year. Less than driver for Wallin.
The same club he had in regulation, you have to think. Wallin made birdie on this hole in regulation to send this hole into a playoff. Koivun made bogey, so you got to think that they have to clear their mind right now if you're Koivun.
Premium on the tee shot. They seem to like it. The right-hand side in the fairway. He'll give that a go.
Now Koivun.
Yeah, he missed the fairway left in regulation play.
I think this is driver.
And that was a confident swing there, John.
Yeah, it pinches in down there. Getting in the fairway. Tell you what, Adam Wallin walloped that 3-wood.
So both players will for sure give it a go in 2. We're on the 21st hole. The winner of this match sends their team to the championship tomorrow against Florida State. Semifinals, Florida State and Georgia Tech. Back and forth they went, but in the end, Florida State outlast Georgia Tech by a score of 3-2. Florida State, the number 5 seed. Georgia Tech, the 8th seed. 7th seed, Ohio State Buckeyes taking on Auburn, the 6th seed, but Auburn, the number 1 team in the country. Adam Wallin won the final 2 holes to erase a 2-down deficit and get this match tied up. And we are on the 21st hole. The par 5 18th. Teammates trying to get a good look. Both players on the fairway with their tee shots at 18. And Billy Ray, he's got to start thinking about daylight now, as well as it's starting to get dark here in Carlsbad.
Well, I think obviously we can get this hole in. And if we go back to 16, the par 3, I think that might be it.
We talked about sunset being 7:52, but that's if it was a completely sunny day.
Correct.
The marine layer came in and it got cloudy. Wallin is away.
He's got 238 front, 254 total.
Yeah, it's it.
I agree with that. There's still just a bit of breeze back in the player's face here. The home hole.
Yeah, your leave here is anything short, preferably short left if it's not on the putting surface.
And this is definitely up that left-hand side.
To catch the fairway, it doesn't. That's not a very good spot. pretty shallow in there. He does have a little bit of room to work with. He's got a little backstop right there. He would love to have had that in the fairway where he could spin it.
What's Koivun have, Billy Ray?
He's got 230 front, 246 total. And don't be surprised if this freshman tries to take on this flag.
Cannot miss it to the right.
This looks pretty good.
Oh, and it kicks into that bunker.
That's going to be dicey depending on the lie. He's going to be pitching on a downslope, running away from you.
Since the match play has been instituted, and this is the 15th year of match play on the men's side, we've never had a match make it to the 22nd hole. Ohio State came into this week as the 32nd ranked team in the country, made that putt for par at 16 to tie the hole. So he's 2 down with 2 to play. And like he did this morning against Gordon Sargent, winning the final 2 holes to force extra holes. And this was his second into 17, and it was perfect.
What a nice shot this was. Put a little pressure.
You go on to make birdie there and win 17. And then Koivun had a putt for par at 18. Didn't make it. Wallin was in tight for birdie, so on we went to the 19th hole. Over at the par 3 16th, after Wallin missed his birdie putt, Koivun had this for birdie to advance Auburn, and didn't hit it hard enough coming down that hill. They both missed the fairway at the par 4 17th. Koivun second, caught a flyer lie, John, and airmailed it. Got a break in the sense that it hit our TV tower because there's nothing but trouble behind the tower.
No man's land behind there. Nothing but native area, tall grass.
And then Wallin had to make this for par, with Koivun having a couple of feet left for his par. Great up and down from the fairway bunker. So here we are at the par 5 18th. The last hole that Koivun won was 14 to take a 2-up lead in this match.
Yeah, and Billy Ray, I don't really like either player's position here. Who do you think has the advantage?
Well, I just looked at both lies. Obviously, Wallin on the left-hand side come out of the rough. Not a great angle to try to judge his spot where he wants to land the ball. But when I look at Koivun's ball, the ball sits on the upslope in a perfect lie on the bunker. If I have to give the advantage to anybody right now, it'll be Koivun.
Okay. I know that Adam can use a little bit of a backstop if the ball does get running through the green. Now you look at Koivun's lie right there, and that is A1. That's what you want. Upslope, newly raked, so it's not all compacted down.
And the ball didn't really fly into the bunker.
Yeah, they're very lucky in that guy. But all that Koivun has to do is actually splash it out just on the front of the green. It will run down toward the hole. As I said, Wallin has a little guesswork as this ball sits down in that deep Bermuda rough, but it's not fully down at the bottom now. He's going to have to make sure that he has a good catch here and doesn't get too steep of angle on his contact here where he catches a little high on the face here.
Billy Ray, can he use some of that slope past the hole to bring it back?
You know, coming out of this line, I don't think so. It could stop it. It could actually keep it on the green. There's a mown area just behind the hole where that ball could come to rest there.
He's got the face laid wide open. He's trying to use that slope.
And it stays on.
Stays up there.
Right there in that mown area where I thought that's kind of what he was thinking. If it went long, he'd keep it in that mown area behind the flag.
So now advantage, freshman Jackson Koivun of Auburn playing his third at the par 5 18th.
He is not taking much time here. Very confident in his approach as he got in the bunker.
He is ready to go. Didn't even wait for his coach to pick up the rake. Splashes it out just like you said, Billy Ray. Just kind of a little chunk and run. Good shot.
So he has that for birdie. Wallin, from just off the green, will have a putt for birdie. Obviously, advantage Koivun.
And this is a difficult read on this putt, even with the sunshine out now. It's getting pretty late in the evening right now. It's a tough read, but you got to think, okay, my opponent's in there, probably going to make a birdie. This is a must make for Wallin, in my opinion.
Auburn has never won a national championship in men's Division I golf. Ohio State have won two, 1945 and John Cook's team in 1979. And they need some magic from Adam Wallin right now.
Not a whole lot to this putt. Billy Ray going straight downhill. I think it's a pretty good slope right there. I don't think that that fairway cut, first cut right there, is going to really have much of an effect on, you know, the first 1 foot of the putt.
You know, actually that grain of the grass that he's coming back down, because it's downhill, is going with the player there. But I think what break is in the putt is going to be in the first quarter of the putt. Could possibly go back a bit to the left here.
Will it come back left? Doesn't. Hangs out there.
Looked like it bounced just a little bit.
Just a little bobble.
Out.
Just a little bobble right on the strike.
So now the Haskins Award winner, Jackson Koivun for Auburn, who likes to play quickly, sizing up this birdie putt. Auburn entered match play as the 6th seed, entered the NCAAs as the #1 team in the country. And freshman Jackson Koivun has this putt for birdie to advance Auburn to the championship match tomorrow against Florida State. What a run for the Buckeyes. Came to Carlsbad 32nd in the nation. They took down #2 in the nation, Vanderbilt, this morning. But Auburn riding the SEC Player of the Year, the SEC Freshman of the Year, the Haskins Award winner. Jackson Koivun makes birdie on the 21st hole to advance Auburn to the championship match for the first time in their history. Jackson Koivun delivers the clinching point, and he's with Billy Ray.
All right, Bob, thanks a lot, Jackson. Deliver that final point there for the Auburn Tigers, getting the finals. You had some accolades this freshman year, but have you ever felt pressure like this coming down the stretch?
No, plain and simple, no. We're playing for so much here. Obviously national championship, but, you know, I don't want to let anyone down, my team, my school, my coaches. And coming down the stretch on 17-18 made some hiccups to bring it to extra holes. And obviously Wallin's a great competitor, and he didn't show much emotions, but I was definitely feeling the nerves.
Your thoughts on playing Florida State tomorrow for a national title?
They're a great team. I think it'll be a good match.
All right, congratulations, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Brantley?
Thanks, Billy Ray. I'm here with Ohio State head coach Jay Mosley. Jay, the Buckeyes gave a spirited run this week. 4 seniors just played their last match of college golf. What are you going to tell these boys after this?
Boy, words are going to be tough. I can't really put it into words what these guys have meant to this program. They've been our heart and soul, and I couldn't be more proud of the way they played this week. And we had some really special and powerful moments, and I couldn't be more proud of them.
Jay, I appreciate the time. Back to you guys.
Bit of disappointment for your former school, John Cook, Ohio State, but what a performance by Auburn. And that means tomorrow we're going to have a first-time national champion. Florida State, Auburn have never won a men's Division I championship, and they will square off for the title as Auburn needs 21 holes to knock off Ohio State. Florida State with a 3-2 win against Georgia Tech, and unbelievable drama. And the match play was certainly set up by these closing holes for sure, John.
No doubt about it. It was a great day of golf. It was so fun to be part of. A little sad for my Buckeyes, but they made a spirited run. But all the accolades go to the Auburn Tigers, Florida State Seminoles. Look really forward to tomorrow's action.